since I've been out in Kirby, I haven't been like very goal oriented, and I really haven't achieved a whole lot since then either. I've made a good living and shit, but I really haven't achieved the things that I could have. A lot of them became less important to me. But they did a study, people they took a graduating class from Harvard one year, and they asked them, you know, how many of you have goals? And like 80% of them had no goals at all once they got out of school. You know, they didn't have any type of established goals as to what they were going to do.
They reached
like 15% of them had goals, but they weren't really clearly defined goals. You know, they kind of knew what they wanted, but they only like 5% of them actually had written goals. Written goals that they focused on, you know. And then they went back to those same people 10 years later, and on average, the ones that were making that had
exactly what I'm going to do now that I'm out of college. This is what I'm going to do.
The ones that had goals but hadn't written them down were making twice as much money as the people that had no goals at all. The ones that had written goals were making 10 times more money on average than the people with no goals at all. So just the simple fact of even if you don't do things intentionally to work towards your goals, if you just write them down and read them maybe once a day, you know, you automatically attract those things to your life.
Exactly, attractor fields. Well, this book talks about staying aligned with power, and the other one is the power of intention. Talks about staying in line with what God intended you to do, because it's there, and it's the things that are easiest for you is a good start, is a good indicator of where you really should be, you know, or where if you go this direction, it's the easiest because you're set for that. That's what you're, and the whole trick in life is staying in the power of what God intended you to do. And people get off going, oh, I'm going to make a lot of money. Well, okay. Well, how are you going to make it? And what are you going to do that you love to do in the process, in the goal of getting there? It's about truth and fiction too, man. People that make money on fiction, you know, by bullshitting people. First of all, they're not helping anybody but themselves, and they're not gonna ever fucking be happy, even if they steal $1 million. They got, you know, they're not gonna be happy because they hadn't helped anybody. And
whenever I pray, that's what I always pray for. Pray to be helpful to people.
That was